Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Machine Man Simmons here to get it in, aka Mr. Simmons. Let's go ahead and get this started. Now, I'm doing a new thing where I explain rulings for people, and I go into details about it because technically a lot of people don't really understand the game because of the rulings. So let's go ahead and get this started. Yeah, as you can see, I got my Klee deck I'm working on for April 1st. But yeah, let's get this started. All right, so the person asked me, Super Poly versus Quasar. Now, what they mean by Super Poly versus Quasar is, will Quasar activate its effect to bring out Shooting Star? Alright, let's go ahead and find out. Let's read Quasar first. Must be synchro summoned and cannot be special summoned by other ways. This card's maximum number of attacks per battle phase equals to the number of non-tuner monsters used as a synchro material. Once per turn during either player's turn, when a card or a card effect is activated, you can negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. When this card leaves the field, you can special summon one Shooting Star Dragon from your extra deck. Alright, let's go ahead and read Super Poly. Discard one card. Fusion summon one fusion monster from your extra deck using either side of field as materials. Cards and effects cannot be activated in response to this card's activation. Alright, so let's go ahead and explain this. There are different speed spells in the game. There's speed spell 1s, speed spell 2s, speed spell 3s, and speed spell 4s. Cards that are speed spell 1 are cards like Preparation of Rites, which is a normal spell card, or Black Whirlwind, or Divine Wind of Mist Valley. Meaning that normal field spells, normal spells, and regular continuous spell cards are actually speed spell 1. But cards to the speed spell 2 are like Monarch Stormforth and Super Poly. Now, cards to the speed spell 3 are cards like Counter Traps, aka Curse, Seal, Forbidden Spell. These are the only type of speed spell 3 cards out there that can only, negate things. So once you do that, you can only respond with speed spell 3s. Now, Super Poly is a speed spell 2, but it's also a speed spell 4. Meaning this. Once you activate it, nothing can be activated in response to this card, which means that it's going to go through. All right, so let's go ahead and go back to Quasar. Quasar says the last sentence: when this card leaves the field, you can special summon one Shooting Star Dragon from your deck. All right, now it's two different types of ways for effects to activate: when and if. All right. Now, when has to be the last thing that happens, but if doesn't matter as long as it's fulfilled its requirement and it's still in the requirement once that whole thing is resolved. So, for instance, if I use Super Poly against Sacrifice will not miss timing because Sacrifice says if this card is sent from the field to the graveyard. As long as it's sent from the field to the graveyard, it will resolve. But Quasar will not. The reason why Quasar will not resolve is because it says when. It has to be the last thing that happens. So when I Super Poly and I bring out a monster off of Super Poly, Quasar will miss timing. But if I use Super Poly and bring out a monster off of Super Poly while Sacrifice is equipped to my Cool 4, then it will go through. Sacrifice will go through, but Quasar will not. Alright? So if you have any more questions, concerns, please send me messages on Facebook. You can look me up, Jarmon Sharkey. Also, you can also send me messages on YouTube. Machine Man Simmons. All right, Mr. Simmons signing off.